Alright. Hello everyone. Crap, I can't do intros. Today I'm going to be teaching you a bit about CSN's horrible, absolutely horrible guide. So, in every game we have CTs, and we also have Ts, or terrorists. Now, generally, these guys would be shooting at me, but I have them, so they can't shoot me. Let's change that. The enemy team will generally be shooting at you, and if you get into a spot where there's 5 of them, you're screwed. If you press E while spectating a bot, you can take control of the bot. You generally won't do as poorly as I did right there. On the buy menu, you can see the stats of every weapon. Also, there's some weapons that you definitely should not buy. Also, definitely change the way the game's played. Like the rifle in slot 6, also known as the auto snipers. If you buy those, you might spawn auto war, which are not good. So you have multiple weapon slots, including a primary, secondary, and knife. Knife will always give you the most money for a kill. I think, I'm not sure about this, but I think it's Taser or Zeus will do the same. From anywhere besides the backside, it takes, which makes sense. I'm not sure if these guys have armor, but no matter what, it will. If you the knife has a left click and right click. You both can hold those down and attack. But yeah, the right click has a longer range, faster time to attack, but less damage. The right click has a shorter range, a longer time to attack, but it does more damage. And it's the only way you can one-hit kill anyone's armor. If you get a backstab. Backstab right clicks will always one-hit kill. Always. Unless they're wearing heavy assault armor. That's different. But you can't buy those in comp, and I need to let my dog out for 1 second. Alright. Now we're going to be going over rifles and pistols and such. Actually, I'm regretting my life. Actually, no. Change my mind. Let me out, please. Please. Yeah. So if you press the tilde key or the key does left to your 1 key, you open up the console where you can type commands like so. Now it's easier. Also, commands like spaghetti food, coming for the food, yeah, spaghetti. I'm sorry. Well, the tailor gives you no money. Sad. Alright, so as you can see, there is a kill reward. This will actually give you a kill reward. That is how much money you will get if you kill with it. The higher percentage, the more money you'll get per kill. Both of these weapons have a default weapon kill reward, so these both should be. Yeah. This gives you no money, which is suppression. Knife will always give you the most money, no matter where it's from. Also, if you press E, you can pick up weapons. Alright, now we're going to be going over nades. Actually, okay, I meant to buy this one. I misclicked on it again. Now we're going to be going over one-taps. One-taps are when it takes one bullet to kill one enemy. Mix up. Sometimes you can get lucky and this happens. Oh, one sec. Sometimes you can get lucky and this will happen. One second, let me set up. Come on. Come on. Oh. Sometimes you can get lucky and this will happen. Actually, sometimes you can get lucky and this will happen. if you kill two enemies with one bullet, the second enemy killed from a single bullet will be wallbang. The game will consider it as wallbang. So if you kill, well, wallbang is when you kill a opponent through a solid object, including other players. Not every material is wallbangable. Alright, now we'll be going over grenades. Because I'd catch a grenade for yeah, beautiful thing. Okay, so there is a why do I have a Molotov? So there is the flashbang. That's, if you don't know what a flashbang is, then clearly you've never played a first-person shooter before. But what it does is that it explodes and blinds anyone who dares look at it. You can tell who's who and who's not flashbang because they look like that. They'll put their arm up, covering their eyes. This means that they cannot see. Come back. Do it for divine, bro. And then there's the HE that explodes. And then there's ridiculous OP AK that can one-tap from across the map. You know it's meant for CQB and medium range. And then there's the SG that makes more sense, even though it has a longer one-tap range, but it's made for longer ranges, so there's that. Here's the AUG that, wait, I just went from grenades to guns and didn't even finish, okay. There's the AUG, which is the scoped weapon, which is a scoped rifle variant of the SG. This is the only CT assault rifle that can one-tap against armored opponents. Yeah, so the M4 and the FAMAS cannot one-tap against armored opponents. You press right-click to use your scope. Actually, to use your special, this FAMAS has burst fire along with the Glock. The scope and SG and sniper rifles can use the scope on their weapon as, like, what? On sniper rifles, you actually have two zooms. So there's this one, and there's this one. Zooming in all the way is not always the best idea. At closer ranges, it's better to use the less zoomed in part than the more zoomed in part. Because something like this will happen. Oh wait, like this. What I'm trying to say is that, like this, you'll have more time to stop and shoot your enemy than this. Generally, they'll be the one walking and you won't, but didn't really feel like finding a way to prove that, so yeah. Alright, so there's a Molotov / incendiary grenade that does this. Yeah. So the incendiary grenade and the Molotov are different, not just from their textures, but how much they cost and how much damage they do, and etc. The incendiary grenade, if I recall correctly, the incendiary grenade shoots through armor. I think. No, okay. What I do know is that the incendiary grenade does less damage, making it easier to run through. The Molotov does more damage, which makes it more dangerous. Like all CT weapons, they are cheaper than Like all T weapons, they are cheaper than CT weapons and more lethal than CT weapons, which is not fair at all. He is now KFH, or that which stands for Kentucky Fried Human. Alright, these guys are definitely unarmored because the one-top range for the AUG against armored opponents is like very close range. Yeah. Did you know that the M249 and the M4 both shoot the same caliber of bullets, but you can one-tap against helmeted opponents with the M249 and not the M4A4 / M4A1S. I just want to point that out. Also, did you know they can spray some M249? Yeah, just bring that also. Also, just because a weapon is more expensive does not mean it's the better choice. This game is very situational and competitive. If you're in this situation, you're all screwed. I mean, what's the better to do? This. Oh yeah, also, the P90 is overpowered, or at least in silver ranks. Which is generally where you will start. So yeah. If you have dignity, don't buy the P90. This is why you should always buy a defuse kit. That will happen. So, there's a difference between Kevlar vest and Kevlar plus helmet. A Kevlar vest will just give you body armor. Kevlar plus helmet will also give you helmet, which prevents you from being one-tapped from AK from across the map, the entire map, where you can only be one-tapped by it from about half the map. Still OP. This map is not actually an official map, it's just a really cool map, so shout out to the people who made it, even though I kind of forgot who made it. I did absolutely nothing this round, and there's a pinball machine. Yeah, that wasn't important. So the FAMAS has a burst fire, and as you can see, the weapon actually changes where it is in your hands, depending if it's burst or if it's not. Also, I gave you a little blurb about that. Burst fire is like this. Automatic fire is slower, and people prefer it more. Alright, let's talk about... Wait. I haven't even finished granting. Gosh dang it. Alright, we've talked about that. Decoys. Decoys are a decoy. I've said. It can be used as a fake flashbang. It can also be used to trick your opponents into believing that there is an enemy where there isn't. Decoys when thrown look like this. On the enemy minimap, this will show as an enemy. Hold shift to walk. You'll not make any footsteps. And be like that wascally wabbit when trying to sneak around. If you walk, they cannot hear your footsteps. At all. No one can, not even you can. See? You and I can't hear my own footsteps. But if you run, you can hear it if you listen closely enough. Oh yeah, you can break fence by dealing any number of damage to it, mostly. What is everyone doing here? Oh yeah, bought a air done. Unless if you're playing Guardian, because then they're freaking OP. Mostly. Suppressed weapons. Let's talk about suppressed weapons. Gotcha. Suppressed weapons. If you press right click, you can take off the suppressor and put back on the suppressor. Now, unlike almost every other shooter game that ever exists, the suppressor is dominant over non-suppressed variants. I'm not talking about the M4A4, I'm talking about the M4A1 without the suppressor on. Because if you shoot, they cannot hear it. Actually, they can, but it's hard to hear. I'm pretty sure you don't appear on the minimap. But if you take off said suppressor, you can hear it. They can hear it. Yeah, and also with the suppressor, your gun's more accurate. I'm pretty sure it deals more damage also. So there's no real point in taking out the suppressor, but if you come from Call of Duty, you know what to do. And if you don't, just do the following, I guess. Now what you should do is this. I'm actually surprised I got 3 kills by doing that. You should never run gun with a rifle. Let's see. So you do HEs and smoke. Cutscenes. Oh, actually smoked. Alright, on to our last grenade. Smokes. No, it's not made of weed. It's just a smoke grenade. What it does is that it blocks off a pass or hides your location. It's also good to tell who and who's not a hacker. By the way, I'm not hacking you, that's just luck. I killed one. Alright, let's talk about pistols. Pistols are broken. Mostly. Alright, let's talk about the starting pistol for C-side. So there are two options, the USPS, or USP silenced, or the P2000. I prefer the P2000, because it's not good as the USPS. Generally people take the USPS though, so yeah. It only comes down to your own opinion. But some people might call you stupid. Gosh dang it! Some people might call you stupid for using the. Gosh dang it! Some people might call you. Some people might call you stupid for using the P2000, but I don't know. Alright, I'm pretty sure these guys are armored, because. Alright, let's talk about halftime cookie, because we're having them. During halftime, the game goes on to a half mark. You switch sides, really. Ah! Oh! Dang it! Alright, start with the Glock now. The Glock has 20 bullets, and also has a 3-round burst, which really triggers me because it has 20 bullets in the magazine. 20 does not divide into 3 evenly. Alright, let's talk about playing the bomb really quickly. So you must be on a bomb site plant. You need to plant by holding E or holding mouse 1. If you hold down mouse 1 or E when running onto site, when you'll begin planting it's not really known, it's just random. You have to wait a full 3 seconds for it to plant the bomb. Only way to defuse a bomb is if a counter-terrorist defuses the bomb. Let's see if we can get one of these guys to defuse the bomb for us. Also, in order to defuse the bomb, you have to hold E. Just pointing that out. Go! If you're too close to the bomb, when it explodes, you will die. Alright. When the zone reaches 15 points, when a team reaches 15 points, it's impossible for the other team to win. Only tie. Once a team hits 15 points, they can only win or tie. Once the opposition team, the team that's of opposition, reaches 15, your team can only lose or tie. When the score hits 14-16, that's the last round of the game, no questions. Because in order to win, you need to get 15. You need to get 16 rounds of winning. In order to tie, the score needs to be 15-15. CT cannot pick up the bomb. Also, you can kill people with grenades, like, before the grenade explodes. Alright, let's talk about pistols some more. Alright, dual Berettas. These are considered the most these guns are considered the worst weapon in the game. I personally like them. Don't judge me, please. They hold 30 rounds and can be spammed quite nicely, but hard to use, actually. Coco actually got a dual Beretta ace once with these. That made my day. You cannot one-tap against Kevlar helmeted opponents with dual Berettas. Which means why these guys one-tap because they didn't have helmets. P250. As being the cheapest pistol besides the throwing weapon, which you shouldn't buy ever, because you always get one free. It's good. It should be used like a deagle, which will be covered later. It holds 13 bullets and can be spammed quite nicely, but it's better if you go for one taps. There are no elevators in any official maps. Alright, let's talk about the 5.7 or pistol slot 4. The weapons in those are broken. Freaking broken! You can run gun with it, and it's freaking broken. This is the most OP pistol in the game, along with the Tech 9. I mean, you just spam the living crap out of this one, and that's how you use it. Dang it. Excuse me. And then there's the T variant, which is Tech 9. Or as I like to call it, or as most people call it, the Keck 9. Or as I like to call it, the Top Keck 9. You can one tap against Kevlar helmeted opponents. Whereas a M4 can't. This costs $3,100. This costs $500. This can't one tap. This can one tap against helmeted opponents. Now you may ask yourself, what is logic? This shoots a 5.56 and this shoots a 9mm. Logic, well, Valve can't compete much against that. Gosh, change buy armor for once. One sec. Alright, they probably have armor now. But also, this can be spammed. This already has automatic fire. Gosh dang it, buy armor! So I need to do a better representation of that. One sec, let me try it again. Oh yeah, fun fact: you press B to open up your inventory and stuff. Ah, shake it. Oh, this is the one that has Tech 9. You see where I'm going now? To properly use the 5.7 Tech 9, you pretend you're back in school and doing the pacer test. If you don't know the pacer test, let me give an example. Let me turn on God mode.
Time to see my 23andMe genetic profile! Let's hope that this
capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. The 20-meter pacer test will begin in 30 seconds. Line up at the start. The running speed starts slowly, but gets faster each minute after you hear this signal. Capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. The 20-meter pacer test will begin in 30 seconds. Line up at the start. The running speed starts slowly, but gets faster each minute after you hear this signal. A single lap should be completed each time you hear this sound. We are good to go. Remember to run in a straight line, and run as long as possible. The second time you fail to complete a lap before the sound, your test is over. The test will begin on the word start. On your mark, get ready, start. One. All clear. Need backup.
Now that you know how to use the 5.7 Tech 9, you can win every eco round. Mostly. Alright, last but not least, the Deagle. There's also alright, but I don't have like from TRCP, so go find another guy. Doesn't too lazy. Use it. That's real. Alright, you use the Deagle away. Alright, this one you don't want to go. Or else that'll happen. You want to go for well-timed and well Zombies are thank you. With Deagle, you want to go for you want to go for accurate one taps. Do not buy armor Deagle ever. You probably should buy primary also. You should never ever try to block your teammates, or else you'll be blamed for their death. Don't be that guy. Just don't. Just don't be that guy.
Alright, gentlemen.
Alright, let's go into heavies. So there's Nova, which you should know how shotgun works, or else you clearly don't know what Hillbilly is. Alright, so there's Nova is pump action.
That makes 2 left.
Clearly, as you can see, I'm not good at aiming shotguns.
We have 1 enemy left.
Yeah. There is the XM, which is fully automatic. There's Mag 7, which is CT only, and is hit 40. And then there's the sawed-off, which is a sawed-off shotgun. And it's the closest you're ever going to get to becoming a gangster in this game. No joke. Also, it has shotguns.
Stay sharp. Still 1 left.
Alright, let's talk about flanking, because it's different. Flanking is when you go behind it in a combination. Gosh dang it, great. Well, I tried. There's also this thing called team killing. You should never do this on purpose, or else you get banned from the comp game. Here's the example of team killing. Huh. I got kicked from my own game. Not even the host to see. Okay. Alright, so I covered most of the things. I already told you about the M249. Oh, there's... Alright, let's change maps up a bit. Oh, screw it. What? Oh my gosh. I'm banned. Okay, this is going to have to end this episode because I'm clearly banned from my own game. Please. I don't even know anymore.